If you've ever walked into a gig, looked at the mixer and thought, well, I guess no in-ear monitors tonight, this video is for you. Today I'm showing you exactly what's possible with a simple analog mixer, and not just the setup, but also how it sounds in the ears. Ready to level up with what you already got? This is part 2 of our analog mixer in-ear monitors setup. In the first video, linked here on the screen and also in the description, we showed you how to connect the band to one of these mixers, step by step, inputs and in-ear mixes. In this video, we're diving into the actual sound, what the PA sounds like and what the in-ear monitors sound like for each band member. Ready? Vamos! Welcome to Mixing Pixels, where we teach audio through video. It is our goal to help you grow in your music and or sound journey. One gigantic step that many musicians, singers, and sound engineers still haven't taken is to switch from floor monitors to in-ear monitors because they're stuck with an analog mixer. There's another group who already have made the switch to in-ear monitors, but they still go to venues and encounter an analog mixer and they think, oh crap, what do we do now? Here's a few things to keep in mind before we go on. You will need to compromise. After all, you only have 3 or 4 individual outputs for monitor mixes. The amount of inputs is also limited. In our case, we have 8 XLR inputs and 2 plug or jack inputs. Now, we will be using a song recorded live in a small venue in Dublin, Ireland by a cover band where I play drums. But the feel will be as if we were playing live. The band consists of drums, a bass player who sings, a lead electric guitar player, a singer who plays rhythm electric guitar, and keys coming from tracks. We will distribute the channels this way. Channel number 1 for the kick, channel number 2 for the snare, 3 rack tom, 4 floor tom, 5 bass, 6 electric guitar 1, 7 electric guitar 2, 8 singer, 9 background vocals, and 10 keyboards. So let's start. The first thing that I'm going to do is get the level of the lead vocals right. And then based on that, I'm going to do the rest of the band. So lead vocals is on channel 8.
Canción. ¿Cómo dice?
If he actually sings at some point.
¿Qué vas a hacer cuando seas grande?
You can hear that I'm getting a lot of the room there. That's fine. That's part of live sound. And I'm gonna do, I don't have a digital mixer, so I'm gonna play it literally by ear. I'm gonna get a good sound just by ear.
Oh, soy casi condenado a tener éxito para no ser un perro fracasado.
Okay, I like where I am right now there.
Así yo fui enseñado.
The next thing that I'm going to do is the backing vocals.
¿Qué vas a hacer?
Okay.
¿Qué vas a hacer?
Okay, that's enough for now. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to move to the drums. I'm gonna go with the snare now. I'm going to go to the toms now, and I'm going to pretty much do the same EQ for them. You can hear the bleed from the rest of the drums. That's part of live sound. That's okay. And I'm gonna pound them as I see them. So rack tom a little bit more to the right, floor tom to the left. Because that's how you would see it on a show. Now, for me, it's really important to have the drums in front all the time, especially in this kind of genre of music, rock and roll, all of that. I want the drums punchy and in your face. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And for that, I'm going to use a little group here, 1 and 2. And I'm going to have it here. So I can give a little bit more always if I want to with the band. I'm going to move now to the bass. Oh, he likes that drive, huh? It's fine by me. So keep that in mind. Now he's using I can hear he's using a pick, and he's kind of muting the strings. I want that sound right in front. That's fine. I'm gonna move now to the electric guitar 1. You hear that? That's part of working with this kind of analog mixers. They're gonna have some dirt in the faders. It's gonna make a little bit of noise. Guys, this is part of it. Just get it to a point where it actually works. There's 2K. I want them off on that guitar. And I'm gonna move him. Well, I already have him on the left. I want him on the left because I'm gonna put the next guitar on the left. Whoa, hot. Put a pad because it was really loud. That one is choking more. I know what a lot of you are gonna think. Oh, you could have EQ'd better. Yes. I don't have time. The band just got there. I need to get them playing right away. So I'm doing the best that I can. Okay, let me hear the keys. Usually the keys, I don't do much. Most of the time it works. On a digital mixer, probably would use a low pass filter or high pass filter, but in this case, I'm just gonna go for it. Once again, you hear a right? That's part of these kind of mixers. That's what you had back in the 70s and 80s and all of that. Obviously, this console has seen better days, but that's part of it. Here we go. Chasing some strings there, but I know he's gonna go sometime to that ping ting tong. So there you go. Okay. So now I have all the instruments in a good place. I'm gonna now put the band. If I put the drums on 1 and 2 like a subgroup, I'm gonna put the band in 3 and 4. That way I can balance both of them. And here we go. Let's do the drums.
Así yo fui enseñado. Generaciones tras generaciones marchan a mi lado. Solo quiero jugar, ser el sueño de mamá y papá. Yo no les puedo. Cuando seas grande, no los oigo doble. ¿Cómo cantan ustedes? ¿Qué vas a hacer?
So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some effects to some channels. For example, the voice, obviously, the snare, maybe the toms, and maybe the guitar just to give a sense of space. I'm going to do that really quick.
Si nos enamoramos juntos, venga.
Not that much.
¿Qué vas a hacer cuando seas grande? ¿Qué vas a hacer cuando seas grande? Estrella de rock and roll, presidente de la nación. ¿Qué vas a hacer cuando vaya apriete el botón? ¿Qué vas a hacer cuando seas grande?
So now let's listen how the band sounds like with effects and everything, just everyone now playing.
¿Cómo están? ¿Todo bien? ¡Arriba la gente latinoamericana! ¡Y arriba los enamorados! Soy un chico de la calle. Camino a la ciudad con mi guitarra sin molestar a nadie. Y voy cortando cadenas. Está creciendo contra la miseria.
So what you just listened to is what will be coming out of the PA. Is it perfect? No. But it allows me to start the gig, and as the gig moves on, I can do more changes until I'm happy. Now we're going to do the in-ear mixes, and we're going to do it like this. Mix number 1 is going to be for the bass and the drums, so they're going to have to share a mix. Mix number 2 is going to be for the lead electric guitar player, and mix number 3 will be for the singer playing rhythm electric guitar. Before we do that, let me tell you this. I did my homework about this analog mixer, and I had to find out if the mixes were pre-fader or post-fader or pre-EQ, post-EQ. So this is what I found out. All mixes are post-EQ, thank God. Mix number 1, it's completely pre-fader, so it's independent. Whatever you do with the fader doesn't affect mix number 1. You decide how much of you want of your levels with the knob mix 1. Now, mix number 2 is pre or post fader if, depending of if you touch that button here or not. If you press it, the mix will be pre-fader. So it will be independent. The fader won't have to do anything with it. But if you don't press it, the mix will be post-fader. So you need to play with that a little. And mix number 3 is completely post fader. So it depends on the move of the fader, also with the knobs of that. So just keep that in mind. Every analog mixer might be different, but this is how this one behaves. And for those of you thinking about mix 4, which we're not using today because I want to use the effects, they are patched in mix number 4. That mix is post fader as well. If I wanted to use it, I wouldn't be able to use the effects. So I sacrificed that, and I want to use the effects for this particular gig. So let's do mix number 1. Remember, this mix is for the bass player and for the drummer. So I'm going to get their levels a little bit higher than the rest of the band. So let's start with the drums. So I'm gonna go halfway with bass and drums. Maybe a little bit more of the bass, so the bass player doesn't complain. And the rest I'm gonna do kind of 25%. So that's a start point. If they want more of something, they can let me know and I can give them more guitar, more vocals, or even more of their own instruments because I still have more on the knob, if you will. One thing they might ask me is, can I have the reverb on my monitor mix? We're going to do that right now. The way this mixer does it is it has a effects return. So basically it's sending the reverb to return to mixes. And we have it right here. You turn it on. And then you decide how much of the effects you want to send. So let's see how that sounds like. Now we're getting that little bit of reverb. Sometimes in these boards, you really need to crank it up. Oh, there it is. Actually, some musicians like to hear that reverb from the vocals so they don't have to turn the vocals up a lot. So that works. Now we're going to go to mix number 2. And mix number 2 is for the electric guitar player, the lead one. And guess what he will want in his mix? Bass? Nah, electric guitar. Here we go. So because his amp was mic'd, you still can hear the room, the drums, and all of that. Once again, that's part of live sound. You need to find a way or how to balance that with the rest of the band. So that was mix number 2 for the lead electric guitar player. His volume is louder than the rest of the band, and I can go from there. If he needs something else, he can let me know. Now we will go to mix number 3, and this is for the lead vocals who is playing the rhythm electric guitar. So I need to start there, vocals and rhythm electric guitar. If you hear that, you can hear the reverb. Some singers, that's exactly what they want. So it started like that. I haven't moved anything, so I'm going to start from there.
Camino a la ciudad con mi guitarra sin molestar a nadie. Y voy cortando cadenas.
Once again, you hear a lot of the room and a lot of the band. Small to mid-sized venue.
Pero pierdo el control. Llego a casa y escucho tu voz. Siempre la misma canción. ¿Cómo dice? ¿Qué vas a hacer cuando seas grande? Sea de rock and roll, presidente de la nación. ¿Qué vas a hacer cuando alguien apriete el botón? Estoy casi condenado a tener éxito.
So that was mix number 3. If the singer wants a little bit more of whatever channel, he can let me know and I can make that happen. But this way, you're getting a band to sound really quickly to start a show. And that's what the PA mix number 1, mix number 2, and mix number 3 sound like. So here it is, a full band running in new mixes and a front of house mix on an analog mixer. It's not perfect, and yes, there are compromises, but with some planning and creativity, it's more than possible to get a great sound without a digital rig. Having said that, I would encourage you to work towards getting a digital mixer, not only for the quality of the sound, but for the options you have with inputs and outputs that you can use. Have you tried to run in-ear monitors with an analog mixer before? What works for you and what didn't? What do you think of the pre and post fader mixes? Drop your thoughts and questions in the comments. We would love to hear from you. And remember, great sound is always within your reach.